Yo, what's up? It's your boy, the artist Kali. Yo, you know how we do it. We gonna turn it up a notch and chop it up.
Turn me up!
We be going over time. We be going over time.
What them haters are saying. Tell me what you want.
We be going over time.
They gon' make me ride on this one, nigga.
We be going over
Get
time.
'em.
We be going over time. We be going over time. Take it.
Hey, tell me what you want.
We be going over time.
Tell me what you want.
Take it. We be going over time.
Y'all gon' make me come out.
Chop it up.
I'm the gorilla. Yeah, I make it hard to come after me. You want me, you come and get me. I've been
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Y'all know who it is. It's another episode of Chop It Up. But today I got a very special guest in the building. Someone we've been working behind the scenes. We've dropped 2 songs together, All Go, and a song called Piggy off the Expectations album.
Yes,
My
sir.
man, the artist Kali, is in the building. What's
up?
cracking?
What's up, bro? Yes, sir.
Man, this is our first time actually like being in the building at the same time together. So this is actually a really dope moment.
Yes,
now,
sir.
for all of you guys out there, y'all don't know, we've been actually here in the building for probably about 2 hours now. So we had a lot of conversation off camera. But with that being said, we're gonna get right into it because we got about 27 minutes for this episode. But man, so Kali, there's so many, like, truthfully, we'd have to do like a whole series on you just with all the things that you got going on right now.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? But just to kind of fill everybody in, like, tell them like the top things you're doing right now. You got your acting going on, you got music. So like,
Yes.
go, break it down
Okay.
for the
Thank
fans.
you.
'Cause-
Yeah, man. So I actually just finished Camera One acting class and Mighty Tripod, and I thank you guys for having me. And I'm actually also touring with Kid Sensation, ECP, Emerald City Posse. You know, Kids, Sir Mix-a-Lot's people.
Yep,
And
yep.
yeah, and I gotta say our next location, by the way, is August 30th. We'll be in Bellingham. So we'll be in Bellingham, Washington. And if y'all up in that way, y'all please check us out. And yeah, man, it's been a good ride. Man, I'm working on a lot of stuff. So I got this movie that I'm working on right now. I just finished up this feature film, a song for that. It's actually gonna be my first big sync license.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy that working with Robert L. Butler Jr. opened the doors for that because he's working on his 3rd movie in his series, and I'm writing that soundtrack. And I'm actually have you on that
that's
too.
good.
So yeah, I'm gonna have you on that project. So possibly win some awards and stuff. So now we at 100, man, and yeah, we so yeah, Series 3, the Alliance 3 is called the Devil's Disguise. So yeah, that's what's next.
Wow. Yeah. So, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could do a whole series on the artist Kali because, man, he's just got so much going on. Man, so outside of acting, like, what's been going on musically? Like, so, like, I know you just did the celebrity baseball.
Right.
I actually missed that. I was so pissed off that I missed that because, man, you had like Marcus Trufant was there.
Yes, sir.
Neems was in the building. So like, there was a bunch of people that were there.
Yes.
So what was that experience like being at a celebrity baseball game?
It was pretty fun. I actually love watching those guys because a lot of them one of them was for Texas Rangers, Gerald, and cracking it out the building, man. So it was really wild watching. A lot of them don't even play baseball. So just watching them knock it out the park, I thought it was pretty amazing. They was pretty competitive, and it was a pretty fun experience. I got to meet a lot of people, and I didn't look at it as a networking event because it was a charity. So
Okay.
yeah, so I just went out there and just participated and had some fun, and it was exciting. I actually was pretty humble on the field. I didn't even realize it was actually going to be something that they were broadcasting. You know what I mean? So when I got the invite to the baseball game, I thought it was going to be something more private. And then like all these cameras was up and everything. So it just kind of was like, oh, wow, okay, yeah, this is bigger than I thought it was. But yeah, I'm happy to be a part of it for sure.
Yeah.
I'm actually working with NIMS too, so.
Yeah. Shout out Nims. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yep. There we go.
But so okay, so you got the baseball thing going on. You got your Series 3 going on. I'm curious because I've always wondered this. So like even because like when I was putting together like all the data stuff for the song, and so I was attaching your name. How did you come up with the name The Artist Kali? Like, tell the fans about that because we always wonder like how do artists come up with their name? Like, was it like did someone give you that name or how did like does your like were you from Cali or like? How did you get your name?
So yes, I did grow up in Cali. Yeah, I'm originally from Cleveland, so I grew up in Cali, right? And then what happened was, when I went back to Cleveland, people started calling me Cali because I went to go perform at like battles and all that. So they were like dissing me, but at the same time, I was like, well, I did grow up in Cali, right? So I'm like, so I became Cali at that time, and then when I put the artist on it, because I was actually signed to a record company that was in affiliation with Snoop. So when I took the artist, I like just kind of combined the Return to Doggy Style with the with artists, right? And then kind of like some Prince. I guess Prince would be the inspiration. You know, he's a great artist, and he became the symbol, the artist, right? So I guess that's my inspiration, even though it's not the same because he's the symbol, and I just actually took the artist as the name. So that's kind of how I put it together. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when you were in Cali, like what part? Like Northern Cali?
Southern, SoCal. Yeah, I grew up in San Diego. I lived out there since I was like 11 years old. I think I went out when I was 10, going on 11. Went to middle school and all that there, high school, ended up getting in trouble, but grew up in San Diego, right there in San Diego. And then have a lot of friends in LA, so I go back and forth. That's kind of how I ended up meeting the people to get that Snoop connect, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, okay, so you've been in LA, you're from Cleveland. I got a question. So I asked Remy this question when he was on the show. So, being that you from Cleveland.
Okay.
What was your take on LeBron? Like do you as you know, born in Cleveland, like did you feel like, hey, he's repping us, or like or were you a Michael Jordan fan?
No, I'm actually a LeBron fan. So yeah, no, I'm a LeBron fan for sure. I was disappointed when he left Cleveland. No, okay, all right, we talking basketball now. So yeah, there was a balance with me though. Like I was disappointed because I wanted him to win those rings at home. You know what I'm saying? And being from Cleveland, I'm like, oh man, we need those rings, right? Because I don't even know. I think Cleveland never won any championships before. So just seeing that was my disappointment. But I was happy for him to go watch him win some rings with Miami and all that. So you know, and then now he's in LA. I'm happy he's there, but yeah, no, I like the Cavaliers. That is my team. That is my basketball team. So. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there was a big disappointment, but I still rock with him now. So
were you a Cleveland fan prior to LeBron? Like, did you watch like the Mark Elos and like the Kenny Skywalkers, or were you more like when LeBron came on the scene and started following him, and like how did that work out?
All right, you got me. So yes, I did jump on board when he became, because I didn't really have a basketball team. I mean, no, I didn't really have a basketball team. I just liked players because at some point when I was growing up, like, because Michael Jordan, I mean, he wasn't from Cleveland, so I didn't really I wasn't a big fan of him, but I liked Chicago because I thought they had a pretty solid team and they was always winning. And, but I actually liked the Celtics too. And then I was following Kevin Garnett. I know you know KG, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I like him, and like I said, I was just following a lot of different players. I never really was rooting for teams. So then when I saw LeBron, that was just like, now I have a reason to root for my hometown team. You know what I'm saying? And can't nobody say I was a traitor because I never really rooted for anybody else. So, you know, so that just gave me a bigger reason to root for the hometown, right? So
so you rep like the players and stuff from Cleveland, but do you end up repping players from like Southern Cal as well too, or is it like really just because
Yeah, no, I didn't rock with I think the only I liked the football team, Frisco. So, I mean, the 49ers were good because Jerry Rice, because I grew up during that era when Jerry Rice and Joe Montana was quarterback. And then, but like I said, I liked the Browns, but because they had Bernie Kosar and, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I just remember a whole lot of stuff, you know, and I don't know, Cleveland they just was letting me down, man. So that's kind of why I'll be like following a lot of players, because I think it's easier just liking the players, whether they win or not, you know what I mean? But liking the players, and I still root for some of the teams in Cleveland, like I still like the baseball team and the basketball team. Only now because I still rock with the basketball team, because after he left, I was like, I'll still rock with Cleveland. You know, the Cavaliers are still, They're still my squad. I believe one day it might be possible they rebuild it up. You guys got to rebuild it up if you're listening. Yeah.
Okay. So so that's the professional teams. What's your college team?
So of course I do like the Ohio State, the Buckeyes, right?
Oh man, get out of here.
And they be in the top 10 though. I mean, yeah. Wait, okay, what's your squad? Wait, now that we're talking, you gotta tell me your team. You from New York?
Well, no, okay. So my mom is from New York. She's from Brooklyn.
Right.
I grew up in Seattle, but I've always kept the heritage of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like I got well, can't really see it, but I got the tattoo of like Brooklyn on my arm. But so I always rep New York. But with that being said, no, it's crazy. So football wise, I was always a Buckeyes fan.
Okay.
But because I'm also into fashion, I gravitated more towards the Ducks because they were the ones who kind of changed up like, the evolution of like football uniforms and all that.
Yeah, they did.
So I was torn between both. So I was like, football, Ohio.
I got you.
Fashion, it was all about the Ducks.
Okay.
So, but then what happened, it was 1 year in the playoffs, the college playoffs where they had the Ducks playing against Ohio.
Right.
So I was like, all right, come on, Ducks, let's go. And that was when Ezekiel Elliott fucked they shit up. And I was like, man, fuck Ohio. So truthfully, but I've always been a Buckeyes fan. But then after that, I was like, man, they wouldn't fuck my Bucks up, or they fucked my Ducks up. So I was like, oh man, yeah. So then I stopped kind of rooting for them. But like you said, they're always the top 10. They're consistent.
Yeah. They be consistent.
Their quarterbacks are always drafted. Their receivers are always drafted. Their running backs are always drafted.
And it seemed like they have a strong squad too, huh?
Every
They come
year.
out pretty strong, and then it's like, man, every year.
Every year.
I'll be watching too, like, damn.
And so like the Ducks, like last year, they were undefeated, so they're going into the playoffs, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be our year.
Right.
And you know who took them out? The Buckeyes. The Buckeyes was last place going into the playoff. I think there was 12 teams this year. Don't quote me to that, but I think there was 12 teams or 16 teams or whatever. But Oregon was number 1. Ohio was at the bottom. They played that first round, and Ohio took them out again. I was like, damn you, Oregon.
Right.
Like, what the? So,
Wow.
But so to your point, I've always been a Buckeye fan, but, I just like the fashion side of Oregon. So I root for both. But those are my two teams.
And I understand diehard people though. Like they grew up in the city, they root for their teams and they be ready to squab and all that. Because when I moved to Seattle, like the Seahawks, like they got hella amp, and like it inspired me to like, all right, I'm gonna root for the Seahawks. Let me see what happens. So I moved out here in the end of 2013. I think that's when they first won the first Super Bowl. So I was like, what? Maybe I'm a good luck charm. But no, I ain't know. I'm just kidding. But no, and then like they won, then they got close to winning the next year. So I mean the Seahawks are pretty good too, and they got a good baseball team out here as well. So it's pretty cool being involved in some of the stuff out here locally, and I just got to give it up for the squads, man. They be putting it down though out here too. You know what I mean? I just feel like some of the team out here fell apart, with everybody leaving. So that's why I was saying originally, all these teams when they be switching players.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to stick with a team and be like, I'm gonna dedicate it 100%. Unless the college teams, yes, I'm never gonna leave Buckeye, and but the main NFL and all that, I just feel like players leave, and I'm a like, what I'm saying, it should be showtime, right? You know what I'm talking about. So I ended up following like who I think is one of the best players, or they didn't stood the test of time. Like LeBron, I think he stood the test of time. He showed that he was great. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason I rock with him.
Yep, I feel that. I will say though, for those of you who know, I came from Canada.
Okay.
Musically, right? What's crazy about Canada is like you were saying about like the fans and stuff here.
Yeah. Are they like that for music?
Man, I'm telling you, in Canada, their population and the Vancouver Canucks, their hockey team.
Right.
Oh, bro, they toured their. So I
What?
There was, I can't remember what year it was. It was for those who are Vancouver Canuck fans, y'all know which year I'm talking about. But it was the year y'all was in the Stanley Cup Finals, and I will never forget the Game 7. They lost at home. They were supposed to win that Stanley Cup Series. They lost at home. and the city went fucking bananas. They tore that fucking city up, like riots and all kind of crazy. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to find the footage, bro. They tore their city up. They was like, fuck this. You know, like Vancouver, y'all some diehard fans for real. Like,
they on some LA, huh? But just on a national, the whole country was rebelling.
Yeah, they took it to a whole nother level, man. Woo. Like, I mean, they were turning cars upside down and all kind. Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, they gone back a couple of times to the playoffs.
Wait, that's not the same game that Drake gambled on, is it? Because remember he gambled on, or was that soccer? No, I think that was a soccer.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, no, I think that was soccer. I think that was a soccer match. Yeah. But I think that was a couple years ago too when he did that. I don't know if you remember. I think he put up like 10 grand or something. Or 10 million or something like that. Yeah. And he was like, he thought that.
Now that you mentioned that,
I thought that was what you was referring to. But now, okay, it's hockey. Okay, got you. No, I don't watch hockey that much though. But I'm sure the fights and all that stuff be pretty exciting on there because they do be getting that chance and just go to timeout. Yeah. So
hey, so some of y'all don't know the artist Kali and know what he does behind the scenes. So I'm gonna fill y'all in. So the hat that he's rocking right now, you got to tell him about the hat.
Okay, so when I was creating my album is when I actually came up with the logo because I'm a Leo first of all, so that's why I use the lion symbol. So if you go back and look at that project, there's a lion on the cover, but then in the background there's like, which I didn't put it onto the hat, which I kind of wish I probably would have kept it, but it was a man. It was Leonardo da Vinci, the man that he has that's kind of outstretched. Yeah. So I was making it like the making of a man. So the birth of a man, and in 2018 I went independent. So when I created this logo, that's why it has the 2018 right there too. Yeah. That basically I was like the birth of myself as an independent artist in a sense. You know what I mean? Because that's when I became the artist Kali too. So.
Oh, that's
and then when I was having this hat made, the crazy story is dude told me it was gonna be made in 7 days, and like my whole album was based on like not necessarily like the 7-day theory like Tupac, but I made it 723. You know what I'm saying? So. It just so happened, and it didn't even take 7 days. It took 2 weeks later, and because I had to recall them, like, what happened to my hat? And I had it was really made for the Paul Wall show that I was going to in Lake Havasu a couple months ago.
Okay.
So the logo's been made, like I said, 2018, but the hat itself, I just made a couple months ago, and the company told me to come back in 7 days, and literally it took 2 weeks for this hat to get made, and I don't know why, but... It's done. It looks good though, right?
Yeah. So it's a one-off. So like in other words, the fans can't buy one.
Yeah, it's a one-off. So right. But if you would like a hat, you guys can hit me. My artist pages are all the same. THARTISTKALI. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram, YouTube. You guys reach out, hit me up. I can make it happen, and I can do shirts too. I have some shirts with the same logo on it too. In fact, but the shirts actually say, "Don't just be great, be legendary." So
yeah.
So that's the concept, man. And you know what? I'm touring with these legends, and so I'm always shooting ideas out there, right? Because what's great about the legends retouring, man, and coming out of retirement is that. We were talking earlier about Willie Nelson. He's 92 years old. He still smoke weed. People putting caps on rap. Like, why is there a cap on rap? You know what I'm saying? There is no cap because I'm going to even get more creative the older I get. I'm going to get more creative, and actually now that I'm older, I'm more set in with my writing ability, and that's why I'm actually doing these movies and commercials. So I think that as we age, you're a great artist yourself, you know, so I know you know what I'm talking about. When we first started out, we wasn't all that great, you get what I'm saying? And then you become more polished as time goes by, and then we start listening to these legends. So what I'm saying is I was talking to the booking manager, and I was telling him like, man, this legendary movement is dope because what these guys are showing is that the guys this age still have a lot of dope talent. And what that does is opens the door for people my age to still walk through it, because if you 30 and 40, keep rapping, because these young niggas ain't rapping, man. I don't know what they on, but a lot of it ain't poetry, man. It's all the same recycled stuff. Drugs, guns, hoes, cars. You get what I'm saying? But we have
Yeah.
more content. You know, we just have a little bit more content to offer than just those things. You get what I'm saying? And this is a whole movement we're creating. You know what I mean? It's a whole Pacific Northwest movement with SOS here and Helen Kane, myself, and it's a
Helen
whole
Kane.
big
Shout
movement.
out
It's a
Helen Kane.
lot of people in Washington, man. Music scene in Seattle's huge, and Tacoma all the way down to Olympia, all the way back up to Bellingham, man. It's a big movement. So I hope everybody tap in. There's some great artists out here for sure.
Man, okay, I'm glad you brought up Helen Kane and those guys. So now, since you've been doing your music and stuff, what are like 3 features that are on your list to get done? If you could pick 3 people, like 3 artists, either independent. Okay, let's do this. 3 independent artists you want to work with.
Okay.
And 3 major artists that you would like to work with and like do collabos with.
3 independent. So Swish of Sleep is
Yep,
dope.
yep.
I've run into him a lot on the scene. I know he's a dope spitter, and I feel like we'll create some real magic together. And then shoot, man, there's a bunch, man. So James Hurd, I'm not sure you know who that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
City Boy.
Yeah.
City
I'm
Boy.
about to get in the studio with Mars.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so we about to do it. We about to do a joint too. So
Okay.
So those 3 I think is gonna be my top. So you know what? Okay, so celebrity status.
Yeah.
I got you. So Deadliest Catch. If you can hear this, in fact, when this drops, I hope I get this clip in particular because you said we was gonna go in the studio. I want to make that happen, man. And then when you get some time, man, add my boy right here because we dope. We on our way. But yeah, Deadliest Catch, man. He plays and everything. So I've been on his page. I met him in person at. I went to a celebrity poker game and another one that Nims invited me to and had me out there. And I met him there, and then I met Raj. So that would probably be my second one because Raj of Green Day. I like to get in. I love bands.
Yeah.
I love bands because they play. They actually play. They just not
Yeah.
creating a beat. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? Because if
It's
you listen to
authentic,
music,
yeah.
that it's more authentic. So when you guys think about rap, you guys think we just rapping over a bunch of 808s that somebody then looped, but we actually do enjoy real music.
Yeah.
Guitar and the bass and, you know what I'm saying, that drums. I like watching a drum player come out and do his thing, man. So
Yep.
Raj, you're the second one, man. I'm telling you, I'm putting this on my page. So
Yep.
I'm talking to y'all, man. And then I think so. I actually have like Daz and Corrupt on my page too. So
Okay.
I'm not making a lot of street music, but those are some guys I think that influenced me and my partner. So Bugsy,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
and he's one of the guys I've been rapping for a long time. And if me and him can get a song with them boys, I think it'd be dope too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corrupt is definitely on my list too because after he put out his double disc,
Yeah.
East Coast and West
Oh, yeah,
Coast.
Corrupt hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always wanted to work with him. And then when they did the Angel of the Wind show here,
Okay.
I had a chance to see him and Daz in person because I was
Right.
working with Funk Daddy and those guys. And so, I reached out to his camp and trying to,
Right.
get Corrupt on a track. But yeah, that's definitely one I would like to see. So my 3 I'm working on right now is
Okay. He might see this too, though. Maybe we watch it, man. I don't know.
Jadakiss.
yeah, for sure.
So I have a song called Hungry. So I wanted to get Jadakiss and Sky Zoo on the track to do
Okay.
the New York version, but then on the West Coast version, I wanted to get E40 and Corrupt to do the West Coast version.
Nice.
Those are my top right
E40's
now.
hard for sure. Yeah. I mean, my choices is because, like I said, I grew up with Dads and Corrupt, so for sure. And then just the people I met, you know what I mean. I think that the impressions were great, and you know what I'm saying. And I actually met them in person, so it'd
Yeah.
just be a dope collabs because the energy was great, and I think we can make some magic, So, but I do like E40 though. I mean. Yeah, I have some other ones too, man. I mean, we can do this all night. We're back and forth about artists. Because I like, you know who Talib Kweli is, right?
Oh, yeah.
The Beautiful Struggle.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So
Yeah.
I love that kind of music. That's one of my favorite artists for sure. So tap in. We're going to be making a lot of great music like that for sure. The Beautiful Struggle. So.
Okay, yeah. So right now, what's your next project that's coming out? Is it a single? Is it an album? Or
I'm glad you asked. So, yes. So I am working on a project. It's a West Coast album.
Okay.
I'm working on that with Bugsy. It's another Bugsy Kali album. This will be our second one. So we was calling ourselves The Source, right?
Okay.
So The Source Against the Limelight. Because we were like trying to like dig in, become roots of hip hop. You know what I mean? Like you can see, I'm still here. I'm still making consistent music. I've been writing music since I was 15. You know what I mean? So it's a long time. to actually incorporate this, right? So
Yeah.
we just got this. So the next project is a little bit more mature, more grown, telling more hood stories. And we don't have the name for it. It might be called The Journey, but
Okay.
Misunderstood, I'm gonna release a bunch of singles. Misunderstood is already out, and then on the 22nd of this month, they can catch my music video.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, and it's called Immortals. It's off of the Highlander soundtrack.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yes, sir, man. So, yeah, man. You know, I need to get you on more stuff too. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm writing movies and I'm writing my own little scripts and stuff. You know, some books, and I want to get them made into scripts. And I'm working with another guy, Sheldon Black, and I know he'd be watching a lot of my stuff too. So if he sees this, shout out to Sheldon Black as my co-writer. He knows how to like turn my scripts into an actual script. You know what I mean? So he has the experience of it. And then, you know, with the directors in place, we'll do casting and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I like the teamwork. Thank you for having me on the show for sure.
Man, you know, truthfully, like having you on the show was really more just about the fact of like, we never like, so like I said, we did 2 songs together. We did All Go and Piggy, but both times like we was working together through like online, you know what I'm saying? Like we haven't actually had a chance to really vibe and get the energy together. So I'm thankful you were even had the time to do the show because I was like, cause I'm sitting here, I'm working on season 2, and I was like, man, I gotta get these artists on here. And I was like, I gotta get the artist Kali on here. Cause I'm like, man, we're crossing paths. Like you're at the baseball game, I'm shooting a video. You're doing this show, I'm over here. So like for us to like be able to link up, we needed this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
of course. Yeah. Because I already saw like you already had that network. You know what I'm saying? And then so when you hit me, I'm like, yeah, he just like me. So you know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, teamwork make the dream work. So you know, of course, when you got 2 brilliant minds and you just as creative, I see what you're doing and I respect it, man. I love hip hop, so like I said, I told him when I came in here, like I be watching his videos. He might, I like some of the stuff you're doing, and then, sometimes, and if I share it, it's just organic. So I think I might have shared something before, right? I think the video that you did, because I like I said, you're doing your own videos, and I like that, man, and it's inspiring. It's encouraging me. I haven't necessarily invested into my own equipment to do this on this scale, but man, like it's definitely great to meet you in person for the first time. And like I said, you've inspired me with what you're doing. So, because as being an independent artist, you know how hard it is just trying to get all this done, meet with people who like, I'm going to film your video for you. I'm going to do your makeup. I'm going to be the director behind it. And then you show up and you be like, no one's there. Because you just told that story. And I have my own. Like, I just had an MUA. I'm supposed to be doing this 100 Man vs. Gorilla. That's one of my top songs. Yeah. And like, I'm getting most of it animated. So I don't even need to shoot that much, because the guy that's doing my animation, there's already like 1 minute and 17 seconds of it. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. So, and the song itself is only 2 minutes and 18 seconds. So, you know what I'm saying? So there's not much more left. But then she's like, oh, I can't make it. And then, and then the next one was, I got into an accident. So it was like, this is cute. People have their own life, and I get it. You know what I mean? So whether she really had an accident or not, I don't know, because, you'll never know. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, but I pulled up on you, you know what I'm saying? So we not done. That's all I'm gonna say. We not done.
We just getting started.
Yeah.
And it's too bad. I wish we would have been recording earlier, because he was showing us some of his acting moves. I'm not gonna have you redo it, but yo, like he's for real when it comes to his acting career, man. And he's got a lot of tips and tricks. For those of you guys who haven't met the artist Kali, definitely tap in. Make sure you follow him, because he's definitely one of the shining stars in the city. And as you see, he's got some stuff in the works, with Mars and a whole bunch of other artists. Shout out Mars, because he was he just did his episode as well too.
Oh, dope.
So with that being said, that's our time for today with the artist Kali. But we've got his live performance coming up next, so stay tuned. Till then, you know who it is and what it is.
Pointing fingers at the bad guy, but them the niggas on the front lines. We stay ducking from the one time. People throwing shade and we still shine. You know why? We go get us. We all business. You don't work, there'll be no dinner. You start losing, there'll be no winning. We stay living, staying 2 steps ahead of you, chewing on animals. Roll like an animal, eat like a cannibal. Battle like Hannibal. We going at 'em. No, this ain't the chapter that we taking shorts. We We will enforce, we will ensure. This 44, get on the floor, kicking indoors. This is the reason I'm pushing for more. How do they want it? When I'm opponent, when I'ma do it, I do it the longest. I'm not the biggest, but I am the strongest.
Performing his new single, 100 Men, the artist Kali, y'all.
Yeah.
100 Man versus Gorilla.
I'm the gorilla. I make it hard to come after me. You want me, you come and get me. I've been under attack. Everything them boys sending, I've been sending it back. Them boys hate me cause they can't be. It's not that they ain't me. They in the loop, stuck in the city, and they just can't leave. 100 men versus gorilla. Soon as they open the cage, I go and rip them. Grab the first one that I see and go and flip them. I bet you ain't coming back. Collapse after I tip them. Pick a place and I'ma sit them. Them suckers can't beat me. They switching sides, you better join up. You on your back looking for people, you gotta point up. I'm over it. Come from the shoulders with her to shut up. Everyone's a gangster to a gangster, come and show up. Dennis, I'll be in your mouth. Talking, I'ma rip them out. Smash and grab if we clash. I'ma get them back. Each and every one of you I'm running through. Grown men speaking the most, we send a warning to. You know I'm dangerous. The jungle I was raised in. Sometimes can't control my anger. Ball, I will make it look easy. Yeah. If they blitz 245, the straight lift after the first wave. Gorilla make the wave shift, dark soul. They gon' fold. I made shit. I'm with the boot bop. You'll get popped. You play with it. Say something. One come, they come all. I will stand. 100 men, they will fall. I will tangle. I'm not lying. No go flying. Off the handle that I mangle some giants. You been implying you defiant as us. When I rush, those who don't duck is getting crushed. So buckle up. It'll take an army of you for me. Send 3 plus 2 more of them. You gon' need them. I'm a front line. Ruled up. Bloodhound. True son. A real one. No fee 5-4 when I come. Dudes get touched. We light shit up. The fight is over. The title for the crown is clutched. This famous. Oh, Pex, you know I'm dangerous. Yeah. Control my anger. I'm making it look easy. Completely. Behind this in the bag. Get ripped. Get slashed.
The artist Kali, y'all.
Yeah.
We be going over time.